clear on what you mean by that.
So to object on relevancy grounds, whether anyone went into the BP gas station or came out of it. I'm sure there was a lot of business then.
Respond
Yeah, I believe it is relevant.
to what?
Well, the people are trying to make the argument that the impound was proper in part because the vehicle was hampering private property. And I'm trying to make it clear that.
Hold it.
Pause right here. This moment matters more than it sounds. What the judge is doing is shutting down a recycled argument. The defense already had multiple chances to prove that the vehicle was allowed to stay on the property, and they came up empty every time. Courts don't reward repetition, they reward evidence. This is a classic example of a judge protecting the court's time and enforcing procedural fairness.
Whoa. Hold it.
Just following on the.
That's why this is like Groundhog Day. I went through this already with the motion. And you were given, counsel, 2, if not 3 opportunities because you had alleged or made the representation to the court that someone there said the vehicle could stay. And I gave you an opportunity to bring that person before the court. One time you brought what looked like, I guess, an attempt at an affidavit. And the question I had was, that's not the owner. And then we adjourned again because you were going to go get the owner.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you came back. Guess what? No owner.
Yes,
Nobody came down. Nobody said anything. And now you want to argue it here again.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amy Reiser, appearing on behalf of the people.
Kyle Murphy, PA379 on behalf of Mr.
This is a huge strategic turning point. By waiving the preliminary examination, the defendant is giving up the chance to challenge probable cause at this early stage. That means the case moves straight to circuit court. No preview, no early pressure on the prosecution. Sometimes this is tactical. Other times it's risky.
Philpott, who is present to my right.
All right. All right. This is going to be a waiver.
Yes,
I believe so, Your Honor. Today is the time and date set for the preliminary exam in this matter, and we are ready to proceed to preliminary exam. It's my understanding that the defendant is electing to waive his right to a preliminary exam, and the people would also waive.
All right. Sir, is that a correct statement? You understand that a preliminary examination is a proceeding where the people have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it. And you understand that you will not have that hearing on this case and that you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
yes.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over on the single count in that case. Mr. Murphy. Circuit court arraignment, you waive presentation and reading of the information.
Yes, Your Honor.
How does your client plead to that charge?
Like the court's enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Defendant having waived formal reading, pleading not guilty, court will enter that not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set
August 10th at 1:30 p.m. with Judge O'Brien.
August 10th, 2023, 1:30 before Judge O'Brien.
If I may approach this thing.
Yes. All right, and in this matter, bond will continue. I'm on. All right, we're ready. Court does call the case. And the people of the state of Michigan versus DeMonte Maurice Philpott. That being case 22F1 1571. Counsel, state your appearances.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Amy Reiser on behalf of the people.
Kyle Murphy, PA379 on behalf of Mr. Philpott, who's present to my right.
All right, date and time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
All right.
People would call Officer Joshua Branch.
Sir, please come forward to be sworn. Guess I'll do it. No, it's okay. You can come up, face me. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, have a seat. Upon having a seat, please state and spell your name for the record.
Joshua Branch, JOSHUABRANCH.
All right, you may inquire.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell the court where it is that you're employed
Pittsfield Township Police Department,
and in what capacity?
police officer and brother.
And were you working in your capacity as a road patrol officer on October 19th, 2022?
I was.
And were you alone or did you have a partner?
I had a partner that
And who was that?
officer Max.
Okay. And did you have contact with the defendant in this case, DeMonte Maurice Philpott, on that date?
I did.
And what approximate time was it, if you know?
If I memory recalls, it was around 2:50.
AM, okay. And the person that you ultimately identified as DeMonte Philpott, do you see him in the courtroom today?
I did.
And could you tell Judge Simpson what he's wearing and where he's sitting?
Stipulate time.
All right, so stipulated.
And what was the nature of that contact with the defendant?
The nature of the contact was I ran a license plate vehicle that was parked inside the BP parking lot. They came back to a
This is where things escalate fast. An inventory search, normally a routine procedure, just turned into a major felony exposure. A firearm, suspected narcotics, and later confirmed prior convictions. That combination dramatically raises the stakes. What started as a warrant arrest is now stacking charges that can change the entire trajectory of this case.
not mistaken. Corporal Maxey had informed me that DeMonte had a felony as well out of City Township.
Okay. And what did you do with that information?
That information, we pulled up DeMonte Philpott's photo through Secretary of State. Officer Maxey informed me, stating that was him at the vehicle as well.
Okay. And did you see him in the vehicle, outside of the vehicle, if you know?
At the time I observed him, he was outside the vehicle, and as we were pulling up, he was re-entering the vehicle.
Okay. And what was the warrant for?
The warrant was for a CSC.
Criminal sexual conduct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Out of your department?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so what did you do then?
After that, we had approached the vehicle. We asked the person if they were DeMonte Philpott, which he identified himself as such.
Okay. And did you take him into custody on the valid warrant?
He did.
And what happened next?
After that, we identified the other passenger inside the vehicle. Found that they also did not have a license and conducted an inventory search of the vehicle prior to impound.
Okay. And I should apologize. Let me back up. I asked if the CSC warrant was valid. Was it in lien?
Yes,
Okay. And you said the passenger did not have a driver's license?
correct.
And did Mr. Philpott have a driver's license?
I do not recall this.
Okay. So you then did what? You said impounded the vehicle?
I performed an inventory search prior to the impound.
Okay. And what, if anything, did you locate during that inventory search?
I located a firearm on the driver's seat of the vehicle, along with suspected narcotics in the door of the driver's door.
Okay. And did you say there was a passenger in the passenger seat? Anybody in the rear of the vehicle?
Nobody in the rear of the passenger
And where was Mr. Philpott when you took him into custody?
driver's seat.
And I'm going to show you, did you take the weapon into custody?
I did take proper possession of the weapon.
What kind of weapon was it?
It was a handgun.
What kind of handgun?
Single stack from my recollection.
And the suspected narcotics, were those also taken into custody? Okay. And were they tested? And did they test positive for cocaine?
Corporal Maxey did one that they tested positive. Yes.
Okay. With a true narc test?
Yes.
And did he do that in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as people's proposed exhibit 1 and 2 and ask if you recognize these photographs.
I do.
And can you tell the court and for the record in people's proposed exhibit 1, what are those photographs of?
Photographs of the vehicle, 2 photos, one from the driver's side, rear portion of the vehicle, one of the front driver's seat, 1 photo of 3 scales that were recovered, and 1 of the suspected narcotics at the time.
Okay. And are those a fair and accurate representation of how those items appear on the night of October 19th, 2022 or early morning hours?
Yes.
Okay. And in exhibit 2?
Exhibit 2 is a black handgun firearm. The specifics is going to be an FN 503.
Okay. And was that loaded?
Yes, that was one of the changes.
I would move for the admission of Exhibit 3.
Any objection or voir dire?
Oh, that's for the purposes of preliminary exam.
Exhibit 3 is admitted.
And did you run Mr. Philpott's criminal history
I did.
and determine that he was ineligible to possess that firearm?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as Exhibits 3, 4, and 5 and ask if you can identify those for the record.
Have one. That's what I thought. Ms. Reiser, you said you asked for the admission of Exhibit 3, and I thought I had lost track and was going to cut my recorder, but you meant Exhibits 1 and 2.
I meant Exhibit 1 and 2.
Yes, okay, so Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. I have not yet admitted
And I'm showing him proposed 3, 4, and 5.
5. Got it.